Being a broke man has nothing to do with a man's finances. I will say it again. Being a broke man has nothing to do with a man's finances. What's good, YouTube? If you're new to my channel, my name is Brent, and as usual, I'm back with a positive and informative video. Hope you all having a good weekend. It's been raining out here, but guess what? It's not stopping me from making this video so that way I can present for you, gentlemen. So let's get started and get straight to the point. People have a habit of saying words that they do not even understand. And you read the Bible says that life and death lies in the power of the tongue, which means that we as people gotta take responsible or be held accountable for the words we're saying, because what we say can affect us and other people in a negative way or in a positive way. I'll give you a good example. The word nice. We thinking that the word nice is a good word, but in reality, it's not. It means foolish, ignorant. Just because the word sounds good doesn't mean that the meaning is good. So this is why it's very important to be careful what we're saying. But since we're speaking of the word broke men, my question is, what is the meaning? What is the origin of the word broke man? And if you think about it, broke and man are two separate words. It means that is an oxymoron, not a compound word. But the problem is we live in a society where you have certain women and certain men out there, especially women out there, that will like to say the word broke man because apparently a man can't afford to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm here to let y'all know that, again, the word broke man or broke men has nothing to do with a man's finances. According to etymology, and I'm going to put the link in the description of the word etymology when it comes to the word broke. According to the root word of the word broke, it means injured, damage. And if we want to get personal in this word, a good example of a broke person is a male athlete. When it comes to football, when it comes to basketball, when it comes to boxing, or any martial arts, that's physical contact. There's a chance where you want to get some of your body parts going to get injured, like your head, a concussion, or like how most basketball players get a torn ACL, or when you have professional boxers fight each other, they might have a bloody nose, they might have a black eye, they might have a swollen lip. These are primary examples of a broke man. But unfortunately, we live in a day and age that, a man that can't afford all this, though, that makes him a broke man, or like may call him less of a man. That's not true at all, gentlemen. If you're watching this video, you should never, ever lead with your money. There was a guy that I work with. He told me a story that, he's a good guy and everything. He got a son, and, he's looking for that right woman. And he told me that he went on a date with his chick and he spent like close to $400 to $600. And the thing with that is, I understand that, you gotta pay to go on dates and everything. But honestly though, you really don't have to pay that much money to just enjoy the date. The purpose of dating is to see if you as a man and if the woman that you're dating, y'all trying to make sure that you have a strong connection. You want to see if this is the partner that you want to be with for the rest of your life. That's the purpose of dating. But now you got ladies out here who complaining about a man like, oh, if he's not making 50K, if he's not making 60K, he's a broke man. He ain't no protector, he no provider. I'm here to let you know, gentlemen, majority of most men are not quote unquote so-called broke. Majority of most men have good jobs. Majority of most men take care of themselves. It's just the fact that you got a lot of these platforms of these men who are rich, love to get on a man who's not financially successful. And I hate to let you know, gentlemen, you should not be led with your money at all, period. You need to focus on your character, focus on morals, focus on the principles, focus on the integrity of what you all believe. You want people to judge you based on who you are and who you are becoming, and not based on the money's in your pocket. But let's keep it real. You hear about that story about Drake. Drake put a hot sauce in his condom, and it kind of burned the woman in the you-know-what. Can't say that word because, YouTube's on that DS. So he put the hot sauce in the condom to kill off the sperm. And you gotta realize that if you're a man with status, if you're a man with rich, you gotta realize that not every woman have good intentions. Yeah, they may like you because you got money. They may like because you a good looking man. But a man in that position, he has to be very, very careful. Because not every woman has good intentions. Most of the time is when a woman ends up dating a man that has status, it probably because of what he has, his money. But most of the time is you hardly see women loving men for who they really are. And I can tell you from personal experience, when I was dating other women, they never called me a broke man. And I'm not saying I'm rich like Jeff Bezos or the rich like celebrities and everything. No, it's just the fact that, I was being myself. And when it comes to dating, I was preparing to see how much money I would spend. Like, let's say we're going out to the Cheesecake Factory. If I know I might spend like over $30 or $40, depends on how inflation is, I may end up, spending like a couple $40 for me and my lady and everything. But the point is, it's like you don't got to, make that much money to impress a woman. No, all you gotta do is just be yourself and learn how to manage your money. But I'll always say to gentlemen that it's always best to date a woman that likes you for who you really are. Because when a woman start liking you for who you really are, you ain't gotta worry about how much money you're spending. As a matter of fact, that is a blessing in the air. Because when a woman likes you for who you really are, if she likes you, she feeling you, she wants to get to know who you are. This is why it's important to gentlemen to work on who you are. Focus on who you're becoming. Because I guarantee you, the woman that likes you is better than you as a man pursuing a woman that does not like you for who you really are and only worrying about the bad. And that's the thing though, so many ladies, this is why so many ladies have a hard time getting in relationships or finding the right man, because they so focused on getting with a man based on money, what he can do and what he has. And then when they find out who he really is, they want to sit here and say, oh, he's a narcissist. Oh, he automatically changed. No, he didn't change. He was already that man. It's just the fact that ladies who be in that situation don't have good discernment. They don't have good discernment. And I'm a strong believer in this though. When you have men who have all the money in the world, they let the money control them. I'm a strong believer in that when we receive money from our jobs, or if you're self-employed, when we receive the money, ball's in our court. We have the ultimate power to determine how to use our money. So if we're able to buy the things we want, if we're able to learn how to manage our money, if we're able to learn how to save how much money we want to, doesn't mean that we have power over money. Does that mean that we should have money serving us instead of us serving money? The point is, I'm saying it's like we have power for money to serve us instead of putting money on a pedestal. And I blame the music industry because you have certain artists out there that's talking about getting to the money, getting to the money, getting to the money, getting to the money. And that's another thing right there. Music is a very powerful tool. It's a very powerful tool to where it can manipulate people based on the lyrics. And I'm not saying that money is a bad thing. What I'm saying to you all is that you gotta be careful with the lyrics, because again, we as people, many people do not study the origin of the words. When you're saying things, you are basically putting spells out. You're basically, in fact, like, you may say, God bless you. I heard that the fact that the word bless means something that's cursed, which is why I say the word bliss, because I'm more careful. I don't want to curse somebody or court curse upon me. That's not really the case. But the point I'm saying to you, gentlemen, is that, I know that a lot of you all feel discouraged because, we live in times where, it's all about getting the bag, getting the bag, getting the bag, getting the bag. And I'm here to let you know, gentlemen, you don't have to move with your money. Money should not define you. As a matter of fact, your character is your currency. I'll say that again. Woo! I'm going to say that again. Your character is your currency. Because when you have a good characteristics about yourself, opportunity is open for you. Things will work in your favor. It really will. And I know, and people need to realize the fact that we're living in times where inflation keeps increasing. over and over and over. And most of these modern women, I'm not saying every woman, but a lot of modern women believe that everything should work in their favor because they're a woman. You have certain men that say, well, you know, I have ladies that say something like, oh, well, you know, go get another job. You a man. Like, what does being a man got to do with getting another job? See, again, though, they talk about, it's crazy because they want to sit here and talk about, like, you know, well, go get a job with 3 or 4 jobs. Listen, you can work 3 or 4 jobs all you want to. But if your mind is not right when it comes to your attitude towards money, you can kiss that shit goodbye. Because like people say, money comes and goes, but that's another thing, though. We got to be careful in the things we're saying. Like, gentlemen, what I really want y'all to do, I want you all to take the time. I want you all to take the time to have some affirmations about money. I don't want you all to sit here and think that, oh, money is the root of all evil, because it's not. Because just because you see other men or other women using their money in the wrong intentions doesn't mean that you gotta use your money in the wrong way. All you gotta do is just manage your money, use your money wisely. And that's another thing. Be the man that used the money wisely. Shout out to my guy from New Jersey, AL. You watching this video, man, you know, I'll give you a shout out. Because in his song, he said something about be the man that use the money wisely. And that's the thing, though. Y'all, they quit to call a man financially poor because he can't afford X, Y, and Z. When naturally, he just spending his money. And let's say for the fact is, let's say if the woman gets a man that has money, what if that man does not want her? Because in his head, he said, okay, I got all the money. I can get all the women in the world. And that's another thing, though, gentlemen. Like, you know, you don't got to worry about getting all the women in the world. Just because you got more money doesn't mean that you deserve every woman in the world. Because at the end of the day, that makes you a wide open target. Because again, a lot of these women don't have good intentions. Not every one of them. And not every woman want to love you for who you really are. Because when you are a man with status and women money, they want to flock with you and everything. That's all it is. I said a lot. And I hope you all, you know, take heed to this, gentlemen. I hope you all take heed to this. I hope this video change your perspective or inspire you all to work on character development, learning how to use your money wisely. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's like a battle. It's like men cannot have rest. We cannot be at ease because it's like certain platforms and certain people want to attack men. So if you like this video, you know, subscribe. It don't cost a dime. It don't cost a penny. Subscribe and turn on your notifications so that way you can be prepared for future videos and everything. So hope you all having a good day, and I'm out. Peace.